30 years ago, on 1 March 1994, the Walvis Bay and Offshore Islands Act 1 of 1994 came into force, making Walvis Bay and the offshore islands, in terms of Article 1 of the Namibian Constitution, part of the national territory of Namibia. Following the independence of Namibia, and notwithstanding Article 1 of the Namibian Constitution, Walvis Bay and the offshore islands continued to be controlled by South Africa in accordance with the laws of South Africa. Soon after independence, the Namibian government made moves for the return of Walvis Bay, and late in 1993, then Prime Minister Haki Geingob appointed current President Nangolo Mbumba to lead a team to negotiate Walvis Bay's return to Namibia. Namibia and South Africa subsequently agreed that the latter shall cease with effect from 1 March 1994 to exercise any control over Walvis Bay or the offshore islands.
It was really mixed feelings because we felt overjoyed. Walvis Bay, I would say almost all of Walvis Bay. And but to think on the 21st of March 1990 that we were not part and parcel of Namibia as such, that's where the mixed feelings came in, and a little bit disappointing, or because I remember something that just came to my mind now. For that 4 years when I used to drive from Swakopmund to Walvis Bay, there was always that big billboard with a South African orange, white and blue flag that reminded us, and it felt somehow it made people feel sad. And when you think about it, it makes you emotional, So on the 1st of March 1994, when all of that changed and F.W. de Klerk, he lowered the South African flag at Kaiserslautern Stadium, it was like, I think everybody in this enclave, we were all overjoyed that we are now part of the Republic of Namibia.
Seeing what we went through during the days of apartheid and still not getting freedom while the rest of the country got independent was a painful situation for us. And I must thank the late Prime Minister for the team he assembled under the leadership of the current President Nangolo Mbumba, who played a critical role to make sure that Walvis Bay was reintegrated to Namibia. As youngsters, we could not work at that stage at main like the factories. Factories employed at that time, they call it labor workers. And when Walvis Bay was reintegrated, places like Namfi was created where youth can go and study in fishing, so that they can be, today we have a lot of fishing observers, captains and so on. So it was very important for Walvis Bay to be reintegrated and for us as youngsters to play part in the development of Walvis Bay.
Every time we were glued to the TV, wanting the most expected results. Every time it has been delayed until the ultimate date that was then made through the joint administration that Walvis Bay will then be reintegrated on the 1st of March. The joy on that date is something that I cannot tell, because it was a big number of people that came to enjoy the reintegration.
It was a sad moment. Many of us didn't cross to Swakopmund because we resist to be regarded as non-Namibians. It was a good thing the day that we were integrated into Namibia.
Just before you even go any further, to be able to make sure that the audience at home also just get to fathom this, the explanation here from Ambassador Samaria is that if you were moving from Walvis Bay to Swakopmund, you needed a pass.
We needed a passport or a pass or an ID that we have to show on the bridge getting into Swakopmund. Coming out from Swakop, we have to again present our passports or identification.
So the freedom of movement Did not exist.
No, it didn't exist.
Continue.
Not at that moment. It was very sad to see that Walvis Bay actually was already liberated, with leaders like the Mahwiriris have to bow down to the extent of passing with a passport into your motherland and regard Swakopmund as a foreign country.
No official celebrations to mark the 30 years of reintegration into Namibia, but NBC TV and radio services will have special live programs from the harbour town to mark the day.